Hey, Room 5. It's me and Rocco. Hey, how you doing, Room 5? Oh boy, I'm so excited that you chose the Magic Treehouse Pirates Past Noon. Oh, I love pirates. I love them so much. Rocco, now, while we're reading this book, we are still going to be working on our. Oh, I know it. I know the word. Compra poopy. No, it's not. That's not the word, Rocco. Our compra hoopy. Nope, that's not it either, Rocco. I forget what it is. Comprehension. Oh, that's right. Comprehension. Rocco, you're gonna get it. Don't worry. Your brain is growing just like your guy's brain is growing. So let's get to our new chapter read aloud. Hooray! Hello? Hello, is this thing on? Oh, I can see you. I can see you, Room 5. Rocco, let's get to our reading. Okay, Miss Lavecchio. So, Rocco, there are some things we need to do when reading a book. So, the first thing we need to do is take a sneak peek. Oh, I love a good sneak peek. So, Rocco, first, let's look at the cover. Go ahead and tell me what you see on the cover. Okay, I see Annie and Jack. Oh, I see a big pirate ship also. I see some pirates. And hey, over there on Annie's shoulder, that's my cousin Polly. Hey, it's my cousin Polly. Look right there. She's in this book. We're a very famous family. Okay, all right, Rocco. Well, let's see. Let's take a look at the back of the book because it's always important to read the back of a book. Doing this sneak peek, it helps our brains grow. So, Rocco, let's read the back. Ooh, it's a treasure trove of trouble. When the magic treehouse whisks Jack and Annie back to the days of deserted islands and nasty pirates, will they discover buried treasure or will they walk the plank? Wow, Rocco, so we know some things about the book already. Oh, yeah, this is gonna be a good one. Can we start reading now? Come on. Okay, now that our brains are warmed up with our sneak peek, we can start reading The Magic Treehouse Pirates Past Noon. Okay, readers, we really have to help Rocco and his comprehension. So, as we're reading The Magic Treehouse Pirates Past Noon, we're going to focus on making sure we use our tools for understanding our books. So, the first thing that we can do is we can check to make sure that we're getting it, okay? So if at any point you don't understand what I'm reading or you space out, you can always pause and rewind and go back and re-listen to the book because it's really important that you understand what's going on because then when you understand what's going on, it's a lot easier for you to make a movie to picture what's happening. Now, for those of you who decided to bring your paper and your crayons and your markers, this will be really good practice for you because you can actually draw out the pictures of what's going on in the book. Jack stared out his bedroom window. The rain kept falling and falling. The TV said it would stop by noon, said Annie, his 7-year-old sister. It's already past noon, said Jack. But we have to go to the treehouse, said Annie. I have a feeling the M person will be there today. Jack pushed his glasses into place and took a deep breath. He wasn't sure he was ready to meet the M person yet. The mysterious person who had put all the books in the magic treehouse. Come on, said Annie. Jack sighed. Okay, he said. You get our raincoats and boots. I'll get the medallion and bookmark. Annie ran to get the rain gear. Jack reached into his drawer. He took out the medallion. It was gold. The letter M was engraved on it. Then he took out the bookmark. It was made of blue leather. It had the M on it. Both M's matched the M that was on the floor of the treehouse. Jack put the medallion and bookmark into his backpack. Then he threw in his notebook and pencil. Jack liked to take notes about important things. "I got our rain stuff," called Annie. Jack picked up his pack and went downstairs. Annie was waiting by the back door. She was putting on her boots. "Meet you outside," she said. Jack pulled on his raincoat and boots. Then he put on his backpack and joined her. The wind was blowing hard. "Ready, set, go!" shouted Annie. They kept their heads down and charged into the rainy wind. Soon they were in the Frog Creek woods. Tree branches swayed, flinging rainwater everywhere. "Yuck!" said Annie. They splashed through the puddles until they came to the tallest oak tree in the woods. They looked up. Tucked between two branches was the treehouse. It looked dark and lonely against the stormy sky. Hanging from the treehouse was a rope ladder. It was blowing in the wind. Jack thought of all the books up there. He hoped they weren't getting wet. "The M person's been there," said Annie. Jack caught his breath. How can you tell?" He said. "I can feel it," she whispered. She grabbed the rope ladder and started up. Jack followed. Inside the treehouse, it was chilly and damp, but the books were dry. They were all neatly stacked along the wall, just the way they had been the day before. Annie picked up a castle book on top of one stack. It had taken them to the time of castles. "Oh, remember the knight?" she said. Jack nodded. He would never forget the knight who had helped them. Annie put down the castle book. She picked up the next book on the stack. It was the dinosaur book that had taken them to the time of dinosaurs. "Oh, remember?" she said. Jack nodded. He'd never forget the pteranodon who had saved them from the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Then Annie held up a book about ancient Egypt. "Meow," she said, and Jack smiled. The Egypt book had taken them to the time of the pyramids. A black cat had come to their rescue there. "And here's the book about home," Annie said. She held up the book with the picture of their hometown in it, Frog Creek, Pennsylvania. Jack smiled again. The Pennsylvania book had brought them back home at the end of each of their adventures. Jack sighed. Okay. He still had two main questions. Who was the M person who had put all the books here? And did the knight, the pteranodon, and the cat all know the M person? Finally, Jack reached into his backpack. He took out the gold medallion and the leather bookmark. He placed them on the floor, right over the spot where the M glowed faintly in the wood. Rain blew into the treehouse. "Brr," said Annie. "It's not very cozy today." Jack agreed with her. It was too wet and cold. "Look," Annie pointed to an open book lying on the corner. "I don't remember a book being open." "Me neither," said Jack. Annie picked up the book. She stared at the picture on the page. "Wow, this place looks great." She showed the picture to Jack. He saw a sunny beach, a big green parrot sitting in a palm tree, and a ship sailing on a blue sea. Another gust of rain blew into the treehouse. Annie pointed to the picture. "I wish we were there instead of here," she said. "Yeah," said Jack, "but where is there?" "Too late," came a squawk. Jack and Annie turned quickly. Sitting on a branch outside the window ledge of the treehouse was a green parrot, exactly like the parrot in the picture. "Too late," the parrot squawked again. "A talking parrot," said Annie. "Is your name Polly? Can I call you Polly?" Suddenly, the wind started to whistle. "Oh, no, now we're in big trouble," said Jack. The wind blew harder. The leaves shook. The treehouse started to spin faster and faster. Jack squeezed his eyes shut. Then everything was still. Okay, so readers always do something at the end of a book. So, readers, what I want you to do now is you can draw a picture about what happened in this chapter. You could do a comic strip of the different things that happened. You could, with a family member at home, act out all the things that happened in this chapter, or you can sit and retell what happened. Because remember, readers always do something at the end to make their reading brains bigger. Oh, there's the bell. That means it's time to grow our reading brains. Reading means we're always thinking as we're reading, right? We just don't read the words and not think about everything. At the end of a chapter, it's always good to push our brains to make a prediction. A prediction is an educated guess. So, what we have to do is think about what we know about the book and the characters and exactly what happened in this chapter. Then we can make a guess or a prediction about what's going to happen next in the story and to our characters. So talk to someone next to you. Tell them, what do you predict is going to happen in the next chapter?